YouTube is live. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Riley. Good morning, Brandon. Brandon, make sure you're there on Wednesday so you can make your D&D character. Dustin, good morning. Greetings, good morning. Or Brian, geez. Ready for coffee. Gene, good morning. Robert, good morning. Brandon, good morning. Both Brandons in here this morning. I'm imagining Jay will be here any second. I'll try. Super busy, although I get it. Excellent choice in shirt, good sir. Oh, thank you. I felt like a very red day. Oh, even if you can hop in for a couple minutes, Brandon, just to make your character sheet. Dave, good morning. Gosh, I am exhausted. Emily's even more exhausted. She got off at 3 a.m. Or maybe it was 4. The kids woke up at 4. I had to put them back to bed. They got a stomach bug, so upsetting their little tummies. Let me look at the front camera. We got a camera on fine. I don't see him. How's everybody's Gerald, good morning. How's everybody's day, week, spring? Me and Atlas went to the greenhouse again yesterday and I bought more plants I don't need. I love plants though, especially hibiscus is probably my favorite flower. Sunflowers and hibiscus. Because my mom got a new color of hibiscus and I went to get it and they were all sold out. So I ended up buying 2 blue hibiscus. Back in the day, I had a 37th level Ferret fighter magic user. So we're playing a simplified version of D&D. We have a cold going through our house right now. Yeah. I forget what the doctor called it, but a bunch of kids around our town are getting this stomach bug going around, and all 3 of the kids got it. Whew. They even woke up before me today. I looked on the camera to make sure he wasn't locked out of the house. Oh, he's walking up right now. Late. Good morning, myths, monsters, and bullets. What happened? You s- all of it? Did the gate whack you?
No, it just holders only last so long before they wear out.
Oh yeah, no.
You're like,
Oh, good.
it flipped upside down and I caught it.
Good
So,
thing,
so I was like, son of a, I figured it was gonna be bad.
good thing the lid was on there.
Yeah.
Ohio had another earthquake or last
night?
night.
Really?
Yeah. 2.5.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. 2.5?
Yeah, so we had a 2 in the same week. We've had a 2.9 and a 2.5.
I wonder if they're hollowing out the earth underneath us.
Well, I mean, it's almost like one of the biggest freshwater bodies of water is got
Oh.
a massive salt mine underneath it that nobody talks about. It tastes like chocolate milk.
I know it's so good. Yeah, I don't know. Do you know any like billionaires that were running a giant boring project?
Didn't that never happen for Elon?
Oh, it did happen, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah,
hey, we're done. We're stopping it. We're ceasing.
I thought he just took the money and ran.
I don't know. I think they continued the boring. It just went in completely private. I don't know.
Not sure if you saw my message, but I heard the Ohio How and Tar Hollow. I did. Sorry. Yeah, Tar Hollow is a crazy place.
Where is Tar Hollow?
Talking.
Hocking Hills. Okay.
Yeah, we talked about it. A couple weeks ago.
Okay. Oh,
You see, I got new plants.
out front.
Mm-hmm.
Flowers.
2 giant hibiscus. AJ, good morning.
Good morning. I think I did. Wait, isn't that Mia or no?
I think it is.
I can't remember. Mia, that's you.
I think it is just because the dog picture.
I noticed something was different when I before I got scared.
I went to Amherst on yesterday.
Huh?
And it was still like there was cars parked all the way down the driveway. There's probably 200 cars.
Mhm.
I hate going to Amherst.
I can't believe it.
They're so nice. The people are nice. The prices are fair.
Yeah, are they sold out already?
I mean, pretty much. They were pretty picked over.
Mhm.
But mom got a new hibiscus, and hibiscus are my favorite flowers.
Mhm.
She got a hibiscus color I'd never seen,
Ooh.
and they were sold out, and I can't find them. So I might go steal hers.
Just what is it? Cloning it or grafting it?
I don't know how you do that with hibiscus
I don't know either, but I'm sure there's a way.
because it is yellow on the outside. To me, it's green, the flower, but it's yellow on the outside with a red middle.
Okay.
But to me, it's like neon green.
Huh. Yeah, that's weird.
That's the color blindness.
Right, yeah. Huh. That's pretty cool though.
So to me, I think it's really cool looking.
Mhm. How do you know what neon green looks like?
So if colors aren't next to each other, it's easier to tell.
Ah, okay.
Like gold and that like light, like lime green. If
Okay.
they're next to each other, they look like the same color.
Was the dress red or black and blue or gold
I
and
never
white?
seen the black and blue.
Okay.
Not saying it didn't happen for people.
I didn't see it either. I seen you gold and white.
I still think that was a psyop. Are y'all considered Ohioites? Are you
Ohioans. I think we're Ohioans. I think
Yeah.
that's what people would say around here.
I think that's it. We didn't get anything here in Portsmouth. Hibiscus have seeds in the fall. Neon green. Oh, so I see the seed pods, but Do they, AJ, do they self-fertilize, or do you have to have a mate of the same color? Or I've never done it with hibiscus, so
I thought the bees did it.
yeah, but, like, so mom's like, apple trees, right?
Yeah.
A lot of mom's varieties can't self-pollinate.
Right.
Their maximum is 100 feet away from each other.
Okay.
But if you have a self-pollinating one, like my mini apple tree in the front yard is a self-pollinator,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But I don't know if hibiscus are self-pollinators or if they're cross-pollen like they need
They
another
need
hibiscus,
right, yeah.
and if it has to be the same color to keep the same genetic,
Probably.
or you're gonna get like mutts.
Yeah. I would imagine you would.
Yeah, but I don't know
Right, yeah.
because I have 4 different color hibiscus in the front yard, but I've never collected seeds from them. Uh, they can go all colors depending upon the wind, bees. Okay, so they can hybridize.
Uh-huh. What did Brian say about Back to the Future?
Uh,
Oh, back in the day, sorry. So there's some cleric magic user.
oh, we were talking about D&D this week.
We're doing that tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So sorry.
Oh, so
Say hi to
sorry.
my daughter Charlotte. She's watching this morning.
Oh,
Charlotte, good morning.
Good
We
m-
love you dearly. We hope you have a blessed and wonderful day.
correct. Good morning, Charlotte.
Uh, Sweet Caroline in the house. Gerald said we had a 3.1 yesterday. He got bored with it. D&D.
I'm okay. I was saying I'm missing the puns so far.
They say they had to expand the storage facility underground that they stored records in. Oh yeah, all the government records. This is where I buy my plants. Oh, okay. So Lee, this is one you trust.
Groovy Plants Ranch. Oh, it looks neat. Where's this from?
It's what the one Lee just put in the thing.
Yeah. I mean, where
It looks like a cool place.
geographically located,
I
where
have
is
no
it?
idea. It looks warmer than where we are.
Yes, it does.
No, it's in Ohio.
Oh wow, it does. Marengo. Marengo.
Maybe we'll just drive over. Reorder.
Oh, I thought it said plant your visit. That's what it should say. Well, thank you, Lee.
Thank you, Lee. Sherry, good morning.
Good morning, Cherry.
Now I love hibiscus, and they're tasty.
Mm-hmm. Your little treat.
Mm-hmm.
The tortoises love them.
Oh yeah, well I eat them. My great aunt Tana. I don't know if you're listening. Love you, Tana. I don't get to see her a lot. She's in Carolina. I think South Carolina. I can never remember.
Mhm.
She lives pretty close to the border.
Yeah.
Um,
Between North and South Carolina. Okay.
yeah. She lives like really close, not like super close to the beach. I just remember every time we've been to her house, no matter what time of year it is, it's been so hot.
Mhm.
Or the one time we stayed because we used to stop when we go down to Florida
Oh, okay.
because it was like a nice little halfway point. Sleep there, hang out, play cards with her, leave cards, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
then get up in the morning and finish the rest. And she's the last living one because my other great uncle just passed away this year. But Tana's it. It's Grandpa Ray's sister.
Okay.
So they're raised in this house.
Okay. Gotcha.
But I forgot where I was going with that. What
Um,
started me on that?
Halfway point in Florida.
Before that.
Your great aunt Tana used to go
Oh,
visit her
eating
hibiscus.
hibiscus.
Yeah.
So she came up here and I'm like, yeah, you can eat him. And she picked one off and ate it. I just never imagined it.
Your mind was blown.
Yeah, because I mean, she didn't even think about it. She's like, yeah, they do have a pink lemonade taste. To me, that's like a very faint, like a light pink lemonade.
Oh yeah.
Not that super lemony flavor, but the other flavor in pink lemonade.
Yeah. Well, I'd hope it wouldn't taste like the artificial, super strong pink lemonade.
No, not like that. I just mean like, I don't know. It just is really,
Mild.
yeah, it's mild.
Oh, I found a bunch of May apples.
Ready?
Not ready. No. But flowered and wait.
Can you cross a hibiscus with MJ and make a
Tiger biscus with MJ. Oh,
Michael
wait.
Jackson?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know what the joke is, and I'm worried about it.
Tiger. What am I missing? MJ.
I don't know. No, Elon got bored with it. Oh, the Boring Company.
Ah, another one.
Happy little J in the background.
In our background?
Where?
What are you talking about, Paul? Um, Hibiscus. Tiger biscus. Tiger.
Good morning, Tosh.
Good morning, Tosh.
I like hibiscus,
Yeah, they're a nice, pretty flower.
and they live forever, and they get huge.
Huge.
Hmm. You remember the one before they cut it out of the train park?
I don't know if I remember.
Okay, there was one that was like literally the two I bought yesterday. The tag says they get, I think, 15 feet wide and like 8 foot tall
Mhm.
if you let them get all the way. I trim mine just to keep them kind of having a general shape.
Yeah.
But if you don't, they get massive. The one in the park used to have a massive one, and they ripped it out, and I just remember that.
Wonder why they ripped it out.
They got tired of taking care of it.
Right, yeah.
Can you cross Mary Jane? Oh, wait, is it Mary Jane? Is it marijuana?
Oh.
I still don't get the name. Jay
Tiger.
looks so happy today. Oh, hibiscus.
Oh.
Maybe, I don't know. He's
Mm,
talking about pot. Thank you.
thank you. All right. Sorry.
The Donald's channel. A hibiscus.
Wait, go back. Okay. So he missed the H and
Yeah.
now okay.
Every time you say hibiscus, I hear biscuits.
Biscuits.
Yeah, hibiscus. Yeah,
Hi biscuits.
am I saying it wrong?
I don't think so.
I mean,
Hibiscus.
I say stuff wrong a lot, so I'm not saying I'm questioning anybody. I didn't know they had a little hibiscus emoji.
Oh yeah. That's the little flower. Um oh shoot. Oh yeah, the Mayflowers. I found a bunch of them in
Oh, May apples.
May apples, sorry. And they're all flowered and
Mhm.
they just got the fruit starting. I looked them up
Really?
though.
Okay.
They don't actually they flower in May and they fruit in May, but they're not ready in May.
They can be.
They can be, but that's very
It
early.
depends on where you're at in the country, because they go
Yeah.
all the way down to Florida and all the way up to Canada.
Yeah, it's the East Coast.
Yeah.
Because I was looking them after I found them, I was looking up.
Coming.
Uh-oh. I'll tell you guys about them. If you haven't found May apples, I guess do a quick Google search, see what they look like. They grow up to be about like a foot tall, maybe a little over a foot. They look like little umbrellas just on like the woods floor, but they grow in the woods. And then each plant that flowers and fruits produces one flower with one fruit if it's fertilized. And oh, I don't have pictures. I can't show you pictures on here, but yeah, if you just Google them, they're very neat looking. They look like a dinosaur plant or a plant from Land Before Time. But they are very toxic until the fruit is ripe. You cannot eat a. They turn from unripe green to ripe, and that's yellow. And when they're yellow, they're ready. But you got to get them before the squirrels. But I'm looking forward to trying one this year because I didn't know about them until like 2 years ago when Justin told me that they actually produce a fruit. But I've seen them my whole life growing up. I just never caught them at the time they're flowering or fruiting, or just never paid that much attention because it's just a little umbrella plant that grows on the ground of the forest or the woods. So yes, May apples. If you haven't seen them, look them up or check them out. But they'll be coming on here soon, or they'll be fruiting like at the end of this month. But yeah, they're pretty cool. Let me check the comments on the Facebook page. All right, here we go. We got some new ones. Okay. Hi, Hibiscus. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Just noticed you're live. Been a crap day at work and crazy twins when I got home. Wishing you all the best from Perth, Western Australia. Good night. Have a good night, Garrett. Thanks for stopping in.
Hi, Garrett. Much love. I know what crazy twins are like.
So funny hiking. Funny hiking story, but it's not suitable for work, and I will text it to you. That's not okay. Sounds good. Paul sent an apple. Paul, what are you talking about this morning? Do I need? Do we need to wrestle again? Okay, I'm expecting a freaky fall on a Friday on the higher biscuits plant. I think it's closely related to the tobacco plant. I could be wrong. I don't know. It looks like you're trying to behind the coffee. Yeah, I try. I gotta move it, or I did move it. Here you go. Here's mouse back.
So I was looking at the mini willow trees yesterday too.
Oh, mini willows.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not cheap.
Oh, they're not.
Like $300.
Oof. We have a cherry willow.
Yeah, so that's what they are.
We have one in the front yard. If you want to grab, or
I'll have to look
how to do it.
Yeah, I mean that would be. I think you got to shape them.
Yeah,
and I don't know. Hibiscus. Every time you say biscuit, I switched to comment on YouTube. Facebook is glitching on my end.
Yeah, it's always recently. Facebook's been terrible.
The only thing worse than finding a worm in your apple, finding half a worm in your apple.
Oh.
With the deer here, it is difficult for any type of ground apples.
Right. Yep.
Oh yeah, no, they destroy them here too.
The deer, the squirrel, the raccoons, the possums. I found that the box turtle, that the May apple is a favorite of theirs.
Oh yeah.
I really want to eat one though. They said they taste very tropical, like pineapple-y.
I've never had
passion fruit. Yeah, me either.
But because I've seen them and the animals get them so fast.
Yeah, I mean they're right there too. It's not like they're hard for us to see in there.
Do you know box turtles do the same thing, the same path almost to the day every year?
I think you told me that, and it's a straight line.
No, that's how they migrate.
Oh, okay.
That's how all turtles migrate in North America.
Gotcha.
Especially common snappers.
But box turtles
because scientists could not figure out how common snappers decided where to go.
Yeah.
Because I've seen them on top of the ridges, like way up.
Yeah.
And so they finally, that was a study they did forever, and then they just kind of figured out they just pick a line and they just go. It's not electromagnetic. It's not smelling the water. It's not.
Hi.
Did he just come in to steal a painting and leave?
I think so. Good morning. Sir. And he's done. Let me grab that before it gets.
What were we just talking about? Oh, box turtles.
The Yadon original.
Oh yeah, no, we bought her whole set actually. There was only 4 of them at that, and we bought all 4 of them.
Wow.
Emily, because me and Emily couldn't decide. Because I think I really like the Snally, but I think Emily really liked Rex.
Hi.
But so no, box turtles.
Yeah.
Because they kind of have a territory. So that's why you're never supposed to move them.
Okay.
And if you guys want, if you find a box turtle in the wild and you want to take a picture, you can pick it up. Just don't mess with them. Don't harass them. Put them exactly back where you get them. Because even if you walk them down the hill and stuff like that, then release them, it can really mess up their life. Because they have it all planned. Like when they're young. So when they're very young is when they're highly migratory. They're moving around constantly. They identify food sources. And then as they age into what you'd consider a teenager or a young adult, they have a set pattern they follow every year for food sources.
Yeah.
Where there's mushrooms and berries and the May apples and so they align themselves every year with their proper food source, and they're omnivores, so they need a lot of protein. So they actually eat worms, they'll eat anything they can catch.
Yeah.
Are you ready to lose again, Jay? Nick, good morning. Always love it when I can make these. Nick, good morning.
So Paul beats me one time at Turkish oil wrestling, and he likes to just brag about it, huh?
Yeah. Brian Squatch loves them as well. I'm sure.
One time, Paul. Ooh, how's that Eggo? Is that yummy? That good?
Um, where was AJ? I still tripping about the green hibiscus. So it was green to me.
Right. Yes. Let's make that clear. He's colorblind. So appeared green.
But Dad thinks it's green too, but he's also colorblind, but he's a different colorblind.
Okay. So I just seen, he said, what if you picked them up and moved them off the road? So I just seen a video this weekend.
Do you?
And it was, it looked like, I don't know where it was, but it looked like a road up here. And then there was like an underpass road. And then on the side of that, it was like a big steep drop down into like, there's a river down there. And it was a video of this woman, she's walking on the road down below. And she finds there's a turtle flipped over onto its back, laying in the middle of the road. And she's like, oh no, like, she's like, we gotta help it. And she picks it up and flips it over. And you know how turtles like scurry away really fast.
Yeah.
So it starts like, so she picked it up, flipped it over, and it just starts going. Well, it went right off the side of the road, right where it drops off.
Rolled.
Oh yeah. And it looked like they had like concrete like cinder blocks kind of lining it so it didn't erode.
It just blew up.
It didn't melt.
Stop.
But it hit, it ran off the side, flipped over, and then rolled all the way down. And she's like,
Atlas.
She's like, this no, because she tried to save it. And it rolls all the way down and then land poop right on the edge of the river on like this rock, but it's flipped upside down again. And it sticks its arms out, but it can't get up. But so it went from up there and then she picked it up and it made a horrible journey down just to end up in the same situation.
Did she go down there and save it?
I don't know. That's just where the video ended.
So moving turtles off the road, just try to make sure you always put them in the direction they're going. Because if you move them off the road and on the wrong side of the road, they'll just go back in the middle of the road.
They'll just go right back to it.
Yeah, me and Nick have saved dozens of species of turtle. The craziest one, though, I think was it may have been a Blandings turtle, which is endangered. But Nick got out on the highway and grabbed it and ran across 4 lanes of highway and put it in the ditch on the other side because it was trying to go.
Gosh.
But we had seen like 4 or 5 dead turtles already on that stretch of highway.
Oh,
there was 2 wetlands on both sides.
So they were going no matter what.
Yeah.
Man, so they need like a turtle underpass.
So yeah, those things are hard because they've tried them with salamanders in hawking, and the big problem. So they took them out now because the big problem with them is they gather salt.
Oh, okay.
From, like the roads.
Yeah.
So they become death tunnels.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So salamanders and any other amphibian that goes in them,
right? Yeah,
just burns alive.
Makes sense.
But now they have collection things where they basically fall into a pitfall trap.
Oh, the salt.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
The salamanders.
Oh, okay. So then they move them.
And yeah, and then twice a day because we would volunteer. I did it a couple times. Through the night, you go 4 or 5 times through the night, and then during the day. All right.
Terrible twos. He just needs that. He wants that coffee. Poor little guy. Just wanted some coffee. Oh, I had to move one off the road because of the many that were killed on the road going. Yeah, I know. It's horrible. We found a baby snapping turtle by our house once. We took it down to the river. It was in danger from our dogs. Ooh, yeah. You don't want your dogs to get bit by it either. I saw a video of a snapping turtle get a puffer fish.
An alligator snapper?
I don't know. I don't think it was an alligator. I think it was just a regular snapper. But they had it in the same tank, and it got the puffer fish, but the puffer fish blew up, and it popped itself out of the thing's mouth. I was shocked. It popped out, and it was swimming away.
Probably not an alligator snapper then.
No, I don't think it was an alligator, but it was just a regular. I think it was just a regular old snapper, common snapper.
Ryan, what's up, guys? Me and my brother will see you at the Lake Live show next month. Awesome.
Oh, alrighty.
They need an overpass like for deer and such. Yeah, so those things do work very well for wildlife. They take a lot of planning because I've seen them really fail.
Yeah.
The ones that inspire natural habitat work the best. There's a couple, I think it's New Mexico, has some really cool desert ones
Hmm.
to where there's actually wildlife that prefer to be in those environments.
That's pretty cool.
Specifically several endangered snakes.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know if it's cooler or hotter or
Well, it's like a
it's an
tunnel.
overpass.
Oh, it's an overpass. Okay.
They work better than underpass. So a lot of animals naturally don't want to go into caves. A lot of animals do want to go into caves.
Yeah.
A lot of animals naturally avoid them.
Hmm.
It's very hard to convince like deer, if they can see the light on the other side, they'll go. But if it's a big overpass and they really can't,
Yeah.
they don't want to be in a cave.
Right.
They don't
Yeah.
want to be trapped.
No. Yeah.
Uh,
They want to be in the woods.
and then you run the risk of animals claiming it, like mountain lions and bears, as a home.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Territory.
yeah, then
You got more problems at that point.
yeah, well, because they're not gonna. Then the animals aren't gonna use it.
No.
There's mountain lions in there.
Yeah. It's a death trap.
Or even if they just mark it, right? It stinks like a mountain lion.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. He ain't gonna go.
Yeah. So the overpass ones work a lot better. So like trout is a big one because even trout won't go through I just forgot the word.
The fish highways.
No, not a colander. The
Cylinder.
black tubes under the road.
Oh, a culvert.
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 Trout
Tile.
won't go through a culvert.
Okay.
If it's dark, they won't go through it.
Hmm.
And we're not really sure why. So in like Alaska and stuff where it matters, and even northern Michigan, the UP, they either put lights in them
Yeah.
or they put holes from the road into them.
Oh.
There's little specks of light through
Coming
it, and then
down.
they'll go through.
Okay. That's really interesting. There's got to be some kind of terrifying threes are on the way. I don't know why you say that. What was 1 and 2?
No, he's talking about the kid.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Atlas.
Oh,
Text you've decided. Okay, me and Jay will read it after.
is that because you're gonna have 3 of them in the terrible twos?
Yeah, for a month. I've moved lots of snappers off the road in the spring. Just drop them in the closest water. Yeah, snappers, when they start moving, they start moving. They don't care.
Turtle Talk.
That's a podcast, actually.
I believe it.
It's an Ohio-based podcast.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Turtle Talk. I like it.
Enjoy it.
Probably would.
Turtles, tortoises, and terrapins.
The 3 T's.
The last
Life.
3 groups.
Sad. We're losing our turtles.
Now, I am upset that, you know where New Caledonia is?
Yeah, why does that sound so familiar?
So there's all kinds of wildlife that went extinct in New Caledonia.
Okay.
Actually, part 2, I believe we have an animal from New Caledonia of well, that's not even out yet, of an episode we're recording today.
Okay.
But there were so many, New Caledonia had so many crazy species of everything, and they just barely went extinct.
Okay. Just recently.
Yeah. So it really upsets me because they had probably the coolest living turtle. It was a gigantic land turtle with a dragging tail like a crocodilian,
Oh, wow.
and it had 2 massive horns on its head,
When did this go extinct?
like within the last 500 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You can find their shells, and they're huge. But they were actively today's sponsors by Gamera. Yeah.
What's that?
Not from the Godzilla franchise. Gamera's a different kaiju,
Okay.
but it's a giant turtle kaiju
Oh, okay. Nice.
that he can fly. He tucks his legs in, and jets come out, and he flies.
Nice.
I love Gamera.
Good reference.
Giant turtle.
Yeah.
I do think he faced Godzilla in like a crossover, because he's not a Toho monster.
I have no idea.
What were we just talking about right before that?
Turtles.
What specifically?
That big extinct turtle.
Oh, yeah, I know. They were massive. So they were actually taking the niche of massive herbivore.
Okay.
So they look almost like a triceratops, and an alligator and a turtle had a baby.
Huh. What if it was just a triceratops? That's what they actually look like.
I mean, maybe, but no, because they
Oh.
didn't have 3 horns. It only had the 2. And what really because it still had a big. There was a lot of
Uh,
questions about its biology because it still had a massive shell,
yeah.
but it couldn't retract its head in
Yeah.
because of the horns.
Yeah.
So they
Probably
don't.
didn't need to.
Well, they didn't know what the shell was for then, because
Yeah.
normally you start seeing a reduction in shell for the species. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
because it limits mobility.
Uh-huh.
So if you don't need all that heavy armor,
Hmm.
let me look up its actual name now. Threes are the Superman stage jumping off. No, that's right now. He's not even two when he's jumping and climbing.
Testing body and cortisol, mom, dad, and uncle. Oh man. That would be so cool to see.
Giant extinct turtle from New Caledonia.
I would much rather a so-called a triceratops than a dire dog. Yeah, exactly. Dire dog. That's what they should.
Malioania.
Oh, that's pretty weird looking. Huh. We got to bring him back. Yeah, see, they wouldn't. They could bring.
7 feet in length and 4 feet tall.
That would be awesome.
So they are pretty on par with like Aldabras and Galapagos as far as body weight,
Yeah,
but their body design is completely different.
man. Yeah, I mean, and that's we have specimens of them, or we have.
Yeah. We have full skeletons and everything. So they used to be found through the Cenozoic, which was like when all the big mammals and everything were running around.
Mhm.
Uh, like we're Cenozoic mammals technically by the scientific definition.
Okay.
They were all over Australia, New Caledonia, and a bunch of the islands. But just like the mammoths, the last surviving of this group of turtles was on an island, New Caledonia.
Okay. Hmm. So it's an island land tortoise species.
They weren't turtles, or they weren't tortoises.
Oh, they weren't tortoises.
I think they were turtles. I'm
Oh.
looking into it right now.
Um.
They were big enough to ride.
Ooh. So humans probably were riding on them.
They made it all the way into the Holocene. The last population in New Caledonia died out between 1,000 and 2,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Lived in Australia and New Caledonia, plus several other islands. On the island of Ifa in Vernta, associated with settlements of the Lapati culture. They fed on various plants.
Maybe we should just make a big campaign to bring these back have Colossal bring these back. Put a lot of pressure on them to like actually do it and then prove that they're frauds and they can't actually do what they claim they can do because they won't bring this turtle back. Because they're frauds.
They're frauds.
It needs to be known to the world that they perpetuated a fraud on the American people, the world, because I'm sure the world covered it too.
And doesn't that just look like a dragon?
Yeah, it does. Looks like something from Ark. Colossus frauds or colossal frauds.
The colossal frauds. I try to move that thing off the road.
Right? Yeah.
I knew a rat that raised I knew a rat that raised 4 turtles. They even had their own TV show and movies.
Gosh.
Yes, I mean like the Galapagos.
Yeah. Good morning, Timothy.
Good morning, Timothy.
I bet those movies and shows are probably pretty good. Good enough to probably make a game or two out of them.
Oh, we owe Timothy money.
We owe him money?
Yeah, for those
okay.
paintings.
Oh, we got to do that then. Timothy, we owe you money. Message us after this.
Mm-hmm. I forgot we haven't checked on that project in forever. Could the wipeout of dinosaurs have reset the size, Darwin? How long was their tail? Pretty long, 2 to 3 feet. I mean, they were giant. Yeah, they don't know much about them. But you remember the roe we talked about? The Papua New Guinea dinosaur that was like a giant turtle with a big long neck and horns.
Maybe.
We did it in our Dinosaurs Alive series.
Okay.
So I always maybe it was one of those, a cousin of those, because it's a whole genus. They just find remnants of them. Nobody really knows why they went extinct, and there's some thoughts that they may have been partially domesticated by one of the island hopping tribes.
Okay.
Because they couldn't figure out how they were so far spread. normally when you find a bit like the Galapagos tortoise, right? You can see all the islands,
Yeah, right.
but there's islands far enough apart where they're individual species,
Hmm.
like the pig nose, like the pig nose Eldabras, Galapagos. They're separated far enough that where they can't swim in between the islands.
Right.
Uh,
Huh.
so it was really weird. But with it being a big herbivore, it may have actually been either somewhat domesticated or they may have been eating the eggs. The girls keep trading each other waffle parts. The Mount Haystack lights. Oh, is that what you sent me, Robert? Uh,
The haystack Calhoun lights.
like the small turtles, the dinos, to dinosaur evolution.
Small turtle to dinosaur evolution. Oh, saying like
Probably farm for turtle soup.
with the just like the meteor and all the dinosaurs, got smaller. Like they're chickens now. The
Oh,
same thing happened to turtles.
sure. I mean, there's so here's the thing with we're gonna eventually do the big I don't know if a season finale or something with the theory of evolution. Transitional species size is defined to change. I mean, we talk about phenotypes of fish, for example. The northern sunfish can produce two different types of offspring. And if she's in a small body of water, and it's not that she can only produce one type her whole life, she can switch back and forth even in the same season.
Hmm.
If she's in a small body of water, her offspring will have the small body of water phenotype. Much smaller, they max size at like 3 inches, and they're really narrow. She's in big. If you move that same female that season later, and then do deep, bigger body of water, she'll produce huge, round offspring
Hmm.
because there's more food and more space available.
Makes sense.
Oh, so he's still waiting on a full length picture of Emily. We will do that. No money needed yet.
Oh, okay, okay.
I mean, Timothy, we know you're. We'll pay you.
All right, yeah.
But yeah, so we'll do that here. Emily, if you're watching, we need that full length picture of you. She's gonna be so excited today. What was I just saying?
It's its own Jurassic Park.
And yeah, New Caledonia. So island gigantism happens all the time. Obviously with turtles and tortoises, but other animals, birds are another big example.
Hmm.
But then there's island dwarfism too. So big mammals tend to go small, and small animals tend to go big. It looks like the ideal island body size is around 200 pounds for the largest animals, depending on what they're doing. So we see like elephants, a couple of the pygmy elephant species that are extinct, they shrunk down to like the 200 to 400 pound range, and they were
Gotcha.
still getting smaller as they went extinct. Uh, the same with the mammoths that went extinct off of the Californian coast that were on that island, because you could see because there's only 7 miles, I think. So it seemed like other mammoths would smell mammoths on that island and make the swim
Hmm.
because every once in a while in that fossil record out there, there'd be a couple that were normal sized.
That would just make their way
So
out
they
there.
think that's what was happening, is that it was close enough that they were still transitioning individuals, but the natives to the island were like a third the size.
Huh. Maybe they just got picked up by a tornado
A big tornado.
and got thrown out there.
Well, what about giant people on islands?
Ooh.
So people kind of break the mold for classical biological driven nature. Yes, sweet pea. You come to join us? People kind of break the mold for that because of, for example, farming, hunting, the pack structure, how we kind of do. So we kind of stepped out of natural selection on a lot of those factors because we make our own food.
Right, yeah.
So
Agriculture.
yeah, so we're not, and we fish, we hunt. We're not reliant on what the natural environment around us produces, and we don't compete very much. We stepped out of that system too.
We create our own environments now.
So, though, same with like island dwarfism or island gigantism doesn't really apply to people, at least in that traditional, sense.
That makes sense.
Like the Maori. and the other Pacific Island nations. They didn't shrink because they were really good at farming.
We have some Maoris that live here.
Do we? Oh, the last name. Dwarf caiman crocodiles or spectacle crocodiles. Yeah. Small
Ooh,
species.
spectacle crocodile. What's that?
I believe he means spectacle caiman.
Well, what is it? Regardless.
So they're not they are crocodilians, they're not crocodiles.
Mhm.
The spectacle caiman and dwarf caiman, they're small species you can get. It's
Hmm.
only I believe the only 2 you can own here in Ohio
Oh, really?
of the crocodilians.
Is that where they found Lake Erie?
No, that was an alligator.
I
No, that was
know.
an alligator. Somebody bought it in Florida, I'm sure. Or
Probably.
Indiana. You can buy them in Indiana at every reptile show. What do you mean? No. Actually, crocodiles and alligators are not very closely related whatsoever. They can't even hybridize.
Hmm. I bet Steve Irwin could have hybridized one of them.
I have to look when he was live. I think he did have American alligators at the zoo. Yeah, he did, because I remember his quotes about him.
Which were?
Because one of his goals was to have every species of crocodilian at the zoo.
Okay.
So all the ones he had ever worked with, he said the American alligator was, I can't remember if he said the safest or the laziest or the easiest to work with.
Mm-hmm.
Because naturally they eat things smaller than them, unlike pretty much every other crocodilian on the planet.
Right.
So their prey drive, humans generally aren't on the menu.
Okay.
A lady was just killed last week though by an alligator.
Oh, that's
Big
horrible.
13-foot alligator.
Where at? In
Florida.
Go figure.
Well, what happened? Her and her husband were sharing a tandem kayak. They were in 3 foot of water, went right over the top of the thing,
Oh.
and she accidentally hit it with her paddle.
Yeah.
So the alligator freaked out because it was sleeping and turned around. And as she was falling, it bit her once really hard
Ooh.
and then took off. The husband it was biting her a bunch, but the husband tried to fight it off and obviously failed. It's 13-foot crocodile or alligator. You're not
gonna win.
But it left. It was not a prey response. It was a threat response.
Yeah.
If you walk, and they didn't know. They didn't. I don't believe that couple did it on purpose, obviously. But
No.
if you whack a 13-foot alligator when it's sleeping,
Yeah.
it's gonna explode with violence.
That's crazy.
But he was severely injured and she died.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yes, it's a crocodile that wears glasses.
Just another reason not to get a tandem kayak. Yeah, I guess that's one reason not to.
They adapt to their environment like humans do. Humans get bigger when food is plentiful. 100%. So the theory of evolution and adaptation are completely different.
Agreed.
Yeah, so all species can adapt, but they can only ever produce, and this is where the difference is that their evolution, it produces something that is not itself or not of its own lineage.
Mm-hmm.
Horses will only ever produce horses. Fish will only ever produce fish. Mm-hmm. Turtles only produce turtles.
Right, yeah. They're never going to change into something else.
Yeah.
Tigers can produce ligers, though.
Well, that's a hybrid.
Oh, yeah.
Panthera. But big cat only produce.
They're on the what?
On the bench trying to get the wires. People.
That's why they're so quiet.
Mm-hmm. We call them divorce boats at work.
There's a comedian, I think his name is oh gosh, Chad Daniels. I had his album on my iPod or something back in the day, but so his jokes always pop up, and I think it's who it was, but he was talking about him and his wife. They got a tandem kayak or a tandem canoe or whatever, and like, yeah, she's like, let's get in it with the kids and we'll go up the river. And he's like, yeah, this sounds like a great idea. I didn't know by we you meant me paddling the kids around. And he said it was just him. She was doing nothing in the front of the boat. And then they went downriver. And then they realized they had to go back. And he said it was the worst day of his life.
They had to go back?
Yeah.
Up the river?
Yeah. I guess it wasn't like a fast flowing, like a lazy river.
It don't matter.
It don't matter. That's what he said. He's like, it's impossible. He's like, it's impossible. He's like, "It was one of the worst days ever." Uh, Chad Daniels. I think that's who it was. Pretty funny guy. Do you see people are so different, really? As babies, we're totally helpless. It's interesting to think that as the apex species, we are completely at our parents' mercy and nurturing.
Yeah, I mean that's actually a sign of, I guess, being an apex species.
Right, yeah.
Because the lower on the food chain, the faster you have to, be self-sufficient. Look at snakes or even like small mammals. Rabbits are out and about within a week.
Yeah,
Goats are up and walking within minutes.
right.
Horses have to be able to run within 15 minutes.
Giraffes are up in the seconds.
Your prey animals, it's time to go.
Right, yeah.
Uh, so even if you look at other primates, baby primates, they're not nearly as defensive as or defenseless as baby humans.
Right, yeah.
Crocodiles take care of their young. Same with lions and tigers. Crocodiles are pretty good moms. I mean, kinda.
Yeah, centipedes.
Centipedes are really good moms.
Just throwing that out there.
Centipedes are really good moms.
Mhm. I'll watch over them for
Salamanders aren't.
they're not?
No, I've seen them eat their eggs as they're coming out of them.
Oh. No, that's not good.
Now, a lot of fish and amphibians do that though.
It's
'Cause
nutrients.
Huh?
It's
Yeah, because
nutrients.
how hard it is to lay and depending on the conditions,
You need
they'll eat some just to recuperate some energy to finish the rest of them.
yeah.
Divorce boats.
We're getting down to the end here.
Oh, already? Wow.
Yeah, 8 minutes.
I mean, I guess that happens when you're 35 minutes late.
Yeah. Well, they're doing construction on both ends of your road.
On both ends?
Yeah.
What are they doing
Well, I
down here?
guess huh?
What are they doing down here?
I don't know, 'cause that side's blocked off.
I know they're redoing the plumb or the sewer over here.
I imagine they're probably doing the same thing on this end, but it just 'cause
You
they were down the street earlier this week.
Oh,
Or
Jay Fox, YouTube hid this from me. I will get your reply. Sorry about that.
oh,
Talked a lot about turtles and evolution and earthquakes.
that's probably why they're suppressing us. No, they were, doing it down the road this weekend or at the end of last week. Now I think they just moved further this way.
Mm.
They're just right in front of your road. So I couldn't come in this way. Then I went to go around all the way around the block and I was blocked off that way and to come back, come up the middle. Oh yeah,
Colossus Bioscience is a lie.
correct. It's a lie.
Betrayed by DARPA.
What's that?
Betrayed by DARPA. I can dig it. Sorry to hear about the road construction.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks. It's all good.
But somehow the dump truck still got the trash this morning. Must have been a new guy.
Why is that?
Because when I woke up, so like I said, the kids are sick and they're having they got a stomach bug, so they're having the runs constantly, and it's making them raw. So every time they just scream because it hurts.
Okay.
Uh, they woke up at like 4 a.m. Emily just got off work like 20 minutes before that. So I was woken up and Emily was exhausted. So we're changing all the kids and trying to get them to go back to sleep and everything like that. And at 4 something a.m., I heard the dump truck.
Huh.
And I didn't look like it, but was it in the street or was it in the grass?
I think it was in the grass.
I saw they must have got a new guy. They didn't get the message of you have to throw the trash can in the street
Right. Yeah. Leave it there.
and you got to wait until prime time when everybody's trying to go to school and go to work.
Do the garbage.
Mhm.
Yeah. Huh.
I want centipedes are good mamas on a shirt. I think I can make that happen.
Who sent you that?
Timothy.
That's great.
They are. They're good moms. They're better than a lot of people I know.
Yeah, the Arkansas Giant Killer Centipede episode.
I think we've talked about it before because there's plenty of moms that'll kill for their kids because you should.
Maybe we should have done that for Mother's Day.
What, moms that kill?
Yeah.
Like animals or
Yeah,
actual people?
animals.
But they were interviewing all these women, and, like, I think it was, like, 40-something% of the women said they wouldn't kill for their kids,
Mhm.
and it was, like, it was 40-something. It was less than half, but not by much.
Hmm.
But it was, like, it wasn't, like, the women that were like, I don't know," and the other women were like, "Yeah, I'll shoot you right now."
Like that woman, that was in that courtroom, I don't know, this is back in the '80s. She had brought a gun in there and just, like, pulled out and shot the guy, like, 8 times,
Yeah, oh.
emptied the chamber into him, and they stopped her, but damage was already done. But he
Castor oil and jojoba oil. If
jojoba.
not if not, use udder butter, also known as bang balm. I think we have udder butter.
Wait, for what, though?
The kids' diaper rash.
Gotcha, okay.
I'll have to look up castor oils from beavers. You know
And
that?
yes, it did, yeah.
Bud oil.
They're scent glands.
Moms that kill. I had tested mine a little more. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that would be a good, like, good moms episode.
Oh, well, you should have thought of that for Mother's Day.
Yeah, well, hindsight's 2020. It's never too late
We'll have to remember.
for next year.
No, it's not a plant. Huh?
Maybe there's 2 kinda castor oils.
Oh. Not beaver. I got you. I got you. Where does the other castor oil come from then?
I'm not sure.
Like anise oil?
Mhm. No, that's the beaver.
Do you like the smell of that?
Castor oil?
No, anise oil.
Beavers?
No. You know what anise oil is?
I do.
Okay.
I'm messing with you.
Castor oil is from the castor bean.
I'm making a
But maybe I'm wrong then.
No, I think there's both. Or I think there's 2
What is the name of the oil we get from beavers?
beaver oil.
Castorordium, also known as beaver's castor glands. But yeah, it is castor oil. It's a fragrance in soaps and cosmetics.
But yeah, I think it's, ugh. That's much different than I think.
Castorum is the correct name, but it also does go by castor oil.
Oh, okay. So that's the what's that called? The layman's term is
Mhm.
castor oil. The preferred nomenclature.
Like spermaceti,
Hmm. What's that?
the jelly inside sperm whales' big noses.
Oh, okay. I
It
didn't
is-
know that.
It's white and milky, so they thought it was sperm. They named it sperm because the sperm whales' actual names are cachalots.
That's a lot cooler.
Yeah, no, it's cool. But they renamed them sperm whales because they thought their heads were full of sperm. Then they named the ships after the whales, and they were sperm ships.
So dumb.
They didn't know.
This is just the last spot I'd think you'd store a lot of,
I mean, they didn't really care much about biology. They just wanted to burn them.
yeah.
I know y'all love amphibians. All the rain we got last couple days in Florida, to be able to go around and find some two-toed amphiumas. Oh, yeah, I love amphiumas. Do you remember when I had them?
Huh? When you had them?
Yeah. Or were we hanging out then?
I don't know if you did or not. You probably did.
They look like giant eels, but technically they're amphibians. People call them salamanders, but they're their own thing.
Oh, if you're not. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if you did. I don't remember if you did or not.
I love amphiumas.
I know the name.
Well, we've done episodes on them.
Right.
It's time to go. We're sad to say goodbye. Centipedes are good moms, and divorce boats are the highlight.
Yeah.
I think those both could be shirts.
And beaver anise.
Castor beans are used for disinfectant. It was the
Ricin issue in China.
oh,
Is that right?
Castor oil. Yeah, ricin is that toxin you can get from stuff.
Right. I learned that from Breaking Bad. Killed that kid with it. Walter's not a good man. But at times he is.
Bye, Dave. Bye, Paul.
Bye, Paul. Bye, Dave.
When was he a good man?
What?
When was he a good man? He was petty and shallow.
Yeah, but
Thanks for the smiles this morning, guys. Really helps the rough day. Awesome, Dustin. Adios, amigos. Till next time. Same cryptid time, same cryptid channel. There we go.
until then, until next time.
Gene, bye. Have a blessed week. Thank you, Gene. You
Bye,
too.
Gene.
The oil needs a carrier.
Ahoba.
Talk to you later. Bye. Bye, Sherry.
Bye.
All right, I'll do this one more time, then hit end. Bye, Robert. Bye, Robert. Bye, Charlotte.
Bye, Charlotte.
All right. Now I got to do YouTube.